recognize the presence of two former Miss Gambia winners who have just been shown on the documentary, Madam Jahom Panjai and Madam Elizabeth Rena. If they are in the crowd, could they please stand up? Could they be here? Please, cameras beam to them. Distinguished guests, give them a big round of applause, please. Once more, they had walked this similar stage in 1963. 1963, Fatmata, that's not now. Alhamdulillah, they are around, and we pray and wish that you are around for a long, long, long time. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, to another news, not so pleasant. We have just learned the demise of Abdoulaye Ngom, known as Laingom. We all know what this man has done for this country. As far as the art and the creative industry and music is concerned, throughout his life. And for this reason, Fatmata, we wish to call on Her Excellency the First Lady and everyone here present to please rise for a 1 minute of silence in honor of the departed individual. Thank you. Just a 1 minute silence. And of course, the majority leader of the National Assembly, Honorable Billy G. Tunkara. Please give him a round of applause, please. He's in our midst. Thank you for all turning up tonight. Fatmata, we move.
All right, Modu, it's been a long night already. People have been seated for so long. We would move over there to get our dinners, but for now, we just want to bring our contestants, the 14 contestants on stage. That's where we are at this point in time, because we are going to have the opening act, and then you will see display of beauty and talent on the stage. And so I'm sure our beauty queens are getting set behind the stage. And the act we are having now would be called the opening act, and they will all be on stage now to do that display model. That's where we are. And from there, we'll be heading straight for dinner. And when we come back, we will go straight into the cultural run. But for now, it's the opening act. When the beauty queens or the contestants are ready, we can have them.
Brown are not made of rice. They are made of discipline, determination, and a hard to find alloy called courage. Under the auspices of the Ministry of Tourism, the National Center for Arts and Culture, in partnership with
Gambia. I am Mira Bakaria from Banjul, the Gambia. I am Mira Bakaria from Banjul, the Gambia. Good evening, everyone. My name is Baturiano from Banjul.
Is the highest achievement of the Gambia in Miss Universe history. Tonight, we are also honoring and celebrating a fallen hero, a legend in the music scene, Osunjai Senor. For decades, Osunjai Senor has been at the center of the Gambian music scene. His numerous compositions pay tribute to his creative talent as composer, arranger, band leader, and producer. Moreover, he is the pioneer of an unforgettable Super Eagles that changed the face of Gambian music history. Throughout his 40-year involvement with the development of Gambian music, Osu has received much kudos for his ordinary genius. In 7 regions, 14 beautiful girls, 1 stage. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Bàbá Usu àgbà olórin mojúbà o. Bàbá Usu àgbà olórin mojúbà.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for beautiful 14.
My far left, please rise and help yourselves. There are two food courts rather. Now we also have the VVIP section. That is silver service. You will be served while seated. Chief guest of honor and delegation. But kindly help yourself at the very and a theater setting. So please let's allow those at the platinum to eat first.
DJ Poops and team. ITV is also here from Dakar, Senegal to cover this event. So thank you very much, both the local and international. URR, please give her a round of applause, please. Where are my URR people? I love that. Now URR, the stage is set for you. Yego Fofana. Contestant number 1 from URR. Please welcome on stage. Please give her a round of applause. It's a fanfare, let's give them some support, please.
And other local government offices. However, increasing women's representation and participation in governance and public affairs can play a central role in building momentum for progressive policy and legal reforms, changing advanced social norms, and promoting accountability. Therefore, the Gambia should create new opportunity structures for women within political and decision-making processes and advance gender equality. I thank you all.
Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, clan organizers and my noble judges, it is with heartfelt sorrow and great grief to stand before this auspicious gathering to deliver a speech on the great topic of peace. Before pondering on my points, I am Miss Aisa Dukure, representing LRR, contestant number 2. Ladies and gentlemen,
from URA. Please give her a round of applause, please.
co-contestants, good evening to you all. I am Miss Fatuba, contestant number 3, representing URR. My advocacy tonight is empowering women. Please allow me to break down the key terms into the layman's English. Empowering women is the process of accepting women's viewpoint or making an effort to seek them through decision making. Have you ever sat down and asked yourself what inspire Dr. Aissatou Touré and Honorable Mari Sok Jabate. These are strong and independent women who fought against all odds to become leaders in their various ways. Empowerment of women is empowering women to take their own decision for their personal development as well as social development. Empowerment of women will mean encouraging women to be self-reliant, independent, have self-positive esteem, to generate confidence to face any difficult situation, participation in various social, political development and debates. Just to name a few, Honorable Yakumba Jaite, Honorable Rohimalik Low, Honorable Fatou Bensouda, and Honorable Mariama Jack Denton of the Gambia. Have you ever wondered what keeps these women going, whereas we live in a country whereby bullying, defamations, hate speech are the order of the day? We need a society that will make
President, panel of judges, fellow contestants, guests, dignitaries from different institutions, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I greet you all. My name is Miss Mariama Jallo, a contestant from Lower River region. My role model is Talibe Ahmed Bensouda. I choose him simply because he is a real reflection on the highlight meaning of a leader. My platform tonight will be centered on gender-based violence. Gender-based violence is a violence that is directed against a person on the basis of gender. It constitutes a fundamental right to life, liberty, dignity, security, equality between men and women, non-discrimination, physical and mental integrity. The main cause of gender-based violence is low status of women in society, custom, tradition, illiteracy or limited education, ignorance of rights and responsibilities, economic dependence, poverty, distance from court, health facilities and police service.
Fatuba, her platform was Women Mariama Jallo, her platform was gender-based violence from LRR. Please give her a round of applause. Next we have the Banjulians, Penda Simaha, and her platform is also Women Empowerment, all the way from Banjul. Banjulians, please give her a round of applause. Penda Simaha on stage, please. I assure you that I would not exceed beyond the stipulated time on my presentations tonight. No one present here ever ponders on why small Gambia is still among the most poorest country on earth till date. It is simple because there have not been adequate provisional program for the empowerment of women made by the government or non-governmental organizations in the Gambia. However, by and large, the total
total population of women in the Gambia is approximately 50%. So if there is a sustainable empowerment program for the women in the Gambia, in Gambia's agricultural sector, trading, cultural, and also this will make Gambia's economic gain to boast in an important level of satisfaction. However, women are generally believed to sign their fates to the kitchen, to cook, to take care of domestic chores, and to clean every surrounding. But there is a universal saying that when you educate a woman, you educate a nation, which implies that when you empower a woman, you economically bring invaluable development to the nation. Nyali, nyali, ba, nyali, nyali, ba, nyali.
Sambo. KMC, where are you people?
When you lose a parent, you realize how vital they are to the foundation of your life. It is impossible to understand what it means until that curtain is pulled. I do not only understand this loss, but I have lived, managed, and suffered the pain, the agony, and the depression associated with losing the very person who gave you life. You see, January 17th, 2003 was a normal school day for 6-year-old me until my own curtain was pulled and my dear mother entered eternal rest, leaving a giant hole in my life. Honorable MCs, panel of judges, distinguished guests, my fellow contestants, a good evening to you all. I am Miss Susan Sambu, representing the heart of the smiling coast of Africa, KMC. As a daughter of this great nation, many causes and issues speak to me, but the one closest to my heart is the improvement of lives of children who are orphaned and vulnerable as a consequence of adverse economic, family, or political environment. I call it the agony of an orphan. My platform and my dream. Distinguished guests, according to the Merriam-Webster Dictionary, an orphan is any person that is deprived of a parent, usually through death. Orphans are classified under 2 categories: biological orphans, those that lost their parents, or social orphans, those that are deprived of parental care. Whilst I understand that this sad reality is usually by natural causes, I
I believe it is more reason to give support to those who have been dealt a bad hand in life, especially the most innocent of them, the children. Losing a parent as a child is hard enough. I choose to stand with and be a pillar for abandoned orphan children of the Gambia, and use my voice as I have tonight to speak for them.
The latest statistics from the Gambia Bureau of Statistics states that the rate of unemployment has increased to 41.5% in 2018. We have seen young people involved in every sector of development in the country, doing it entrepreneurship, politics, leadership, agriculture, and even dominate the workforce, but faced with high exploitation, high competition, and lots of complication. Young people of this country have big goals, but are they given the opportunity to showcase them? No. You were too young to be involved in politics. You were too young to be holding such positions in your institutions, they always say. Youths are the future of every nation. Therefore, their welfare should be a national concern. If the government, non-profit organizations, and NGOs come up with schemes to give sufficient funds to youth businesses, minimize the importation of goods that are already being produced in the country, create space to nurture talents and equip young people with relevant skills, and make effective implementation of youth policies, then I believe there will be a Gambia where young people with confidence and determination can thrive. We can change the world with our skills, talents, and most especially passion. We might be a small nation, but each of us is gifted with a special ability. So if we put our efforts together, we can definitely move the country forward. My desire to see young people having access to the right opportunities to develop and better equip themselves led me to join the youth committee in my region as the youth public relations officer of my constituency. In that capacity, I realized young people are most of the time unaware of the opportunities, the activities that are available to them, or misunderstanding its purpose. So I have connected with youth to share clear information and involve them in youth activities and gatherings.
My name is Ms. Mariama Jallo, a licensed nurse and the founder of Vod-Gambia Foundation from Kanifing Municipality. My platform tonight is on cleft lip and palate, while the fetus is still developing. A cleft lip contains an opening in the upper lip that may extend into the nose, whilst a cleft palate is when the roof of the mouth contains an opening into the nose. Clefting results when there is not enough tissue in the mouth or lip area and the tissue available does not join together properly. As such, they are a type of bud defect. The main cause of cleft lip and palate is unknown. These conditions cannot be prevented. Most researchers believe that clefts are due to a combination of genetic and environmental factors. Another cause may be related to certain medications a mother may have taken during her pregnancy. Such medications can be anti-seizure or anticonvulsant drugs, acne drugs containing Accutane, and some drugs used for treating cancer. When you take your time to learn and know about cleft lip and palate, you will have the knowledge. I mean, the knowledge you need to understand. To understand that some people are born with a cleft lip and palate, but hey, they're still human, just like you. My best friend would always say, and I quote, "When we know better, we do better." And today, it starts with me, and it starts with you. Together, we can bring back those smiles on these beautiful people. I thank you all.
If part of the population is not adequately represented in leadership, be it in politics or in any other aspect of life. Her Excellency, beautiful ladies and gentlemen, panel of judges, dignitaries from the various regions, good evening to you all. I am Yende Jane from CRR, and my platform tonight is centered on women in politics. In the Gambia, women constitute more than half of the population, which is 50.5%, and women also comprise a majority of all registered voters in the country by 58%. But despite this, the political arena in the country is largely dominated by men. In the Gambian National Assembly, there are 58 members, and out of the 58 members, only 5 are women. In the cabinet level, there are 3 among 23 ministers. The challenges of inequality in politics does not stop there. It runs down to our local leadership level, where women constitute only 8 out of the 120 councillors. Women are also underrepresented in irrelevant positions in political parties. For instance, out of the 16 currently registered political parties in the country, none has a woman as a party leader. Women are only active in politics as supporters, mobilizers, voters, and not decision makers. There is no tool more effective for development than empowering of women in politics. Nena Freda Gomez, a founder member of Citizens Alliance Party, deploys the situation of Gambian women being excluded from politics, saying, "We are in this situation because we are made to. Women are never factored in when men seek to plan and make political decisions. The effective participation of women will ensure that their voices are heard and their issues fairly recognized. And also, it will ensure progress in our economic growth, health, infrastructure, and school."
judges, ladies and gentlemen, my fellow contestants, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mariam Njai, and I am a representative of North Bank region. My role model is not any other person, but the First Lady of the Republic of the Gambia. I choose her as my role model simply because she is hardworking. She is a woman of substance, determination, and perseverance down to earth. I cannot quantify my profound joy and delight to stand before this audience. I can only say gracias to the organizers and coordinators for this wonderful setup. Panel of judges, I am here on a ticket, mainstreaming disability. This is my platform, and I want to stand with the people who cannot even whisper because of the norm of the day. I want to be their voice because when the voice is out, words are heard. And if words are heard, action is born, and with actions comes change. Disability is widely accepted as a physical or mental condition that limits an individual's extensive movement, actions, or senses. The definition is clear. It is not a prison, a death sentence, or an isolation camp.
Your Excellency, the First Lady of the Republic of the Gambia, panel of judges, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, all protocols duly and respectively observed, good evening. My name is Glorious Hadijatunjai. I work with an online media house, Voice Out Digital, as a presenter and a reporter. I showcase as a high fashion runway model, studied business administration at Tax Ground, and also did a course in public speaking and presentation at the Forbes Academy. Every day when I'm working on the streets, I see a lot of children out there, some selling, some begging, some doing odd jobs while they should be in school. And that breaks my heart. And that brings me to my topic, the less privileged children. These are children whose parents cannot afford their basic needs of life or have none to care for them. And if we talk about basic needs, we're talking about clothes, food, shelter, including education, which I believe it is very important, and when given to a child, nobody can take it away from them. There are thousands of children out there, some sent by poor parents to beg, and these are innocent children. Some are out there because their parents or relatives are poor, having too many children they cannot care for. Some are out there due to the brutal treatments they get from parents or relatives and end up running away from home. All this has brought great problems to the society and a vast increase in crime rate, because some of these children might be introduced to the use of illegal drugs, some might be engaged in theft to earn a living, Girls might even get raped, leading to unwanted pregnancies and more children on the streets. Some of these children are seen begging and are given $1, $2 to $5, at most $50, which I bet they appreciate a lot, but I think that's not enough. Attain their goals. With that said and done, I would like to say this. Any future of a country depends on the children. So let us invest in our children. Let us show them love. Let us show them that they're part of the society and that we're one Gambia together. Thank you all for your kind attention.
bari karambalia mumma sibolet. Schools have been improved, redesigned, restructured, and reformed throughout their history. But most 19th century teachers would regard our changed educational settings as wayward rather than the anticipated. Most of our school reform efforts have been piecemeal and fragmented rather than systemic. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, panel of competent, impartial, and indomitable judges, and all dignitaries here in present. My name is Hadi Saho, commonly known as Mamacita, the pride of Africa. My theme of advocacy is centered on restructuring our education system to achieve sustainable development. As enshrined in Section 30 of the 1997 Constitution of the Gambia, education is a fundamental human right that every individual should have access to without discrimination, with total inclusivity, equitable and quality lifelong learning opportunities. However, our education system continues to decline in the lingo of today's technological space. By virtue of the real change in the world today and how dynamic the world has become, our educational institutions are educating students for a world that no longer exists. We are at a point in time where we need the relevant facilities for these children to unleash their creative potentials. In order for us to revolutionize and change our educational system, first of all, we must change our mindset, especially towards vocational education. Students should be told that they can be entrepreneurs, architects, carpenters, electricians, et al. You can diverge, you can create your own future. And if there's one thing that you need to go home with today, is the words of Edison. You can start your own companies. If Eddie Zong, a 16-year-old, can own a company, so can you. Just think for a second. Because if you show more interest in a person's backup plan than their actual plan, then you're actually accurately, fractionally, factually, practically, didactically, drastically showing where your faith in their plan actually stands. Thank you so much for your undivided attention.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Hadi Saho from the West Coast region.
We cannot say that we are moving forward as a country while half of the country is still destroying our environment. 50% of our country people are still destroying our environment. And it is our responsibility to ensure that we create a sustainable, innovative, and most importantly, an inclusive environment for all. History is the greatest teacher. And to know where you are going, you need to know where you come from. Good morning, panel of judges, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. I am Miss Amiketa, representing the region, well known for its cultural diversity, peace, and love for one another, the mighty North Bank region. And my platform is centered on the environment. Panel of judges, ladies and gentlemen, a surrounding where a person, plant, or animal live is called an environment. Once the world was at peace and its beauty was absolutely shining. The forest was vast, full of trees providing us food and shelter to live. The animals were living freely. The sky and the water were so clear and blue. The land was a virgin. Indeed, the environment was a beautiful place to live in. But at this point, there is no doubt of the fact that our environment is changing to worse. We did not realize how special our environment is until one day when everything vanished. The trees are cut down. The forest is lonely, which resulted to global warming. The air is polluted. The water is contaminated. The soil is infertile. Look around. The roads and rivers are filled with garbages and most are plastics. Plastic here, plastic there, plastic everywhere. Through our actions, we are putting the lives of our future generation in danger.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Ami Keita from the North Bank region. Our platform was the environment.
jama fi sunu réew su loolu weesee fonkal ma sa yaay fonkal ma sa baay fonkal ma mbooloo yi fonkal ma sunu aada ak cosaan. The greatest power any individual, group, or society can have is the knowledge of who they are, who they were, and how who they are can help them to become who they want to be. Her Excellency, Deputy Speaker, ministers from all respected regions, distinguished and recognized guests from both public and private institutions, co-contestants, ladies and gentlemen, and every other person present here today to grace this occasion. I greet you all in the most respectful manner that I was taught. Assalamu alaikum to you all. Standing before you is Miss Aji Fatou Kuyate, a representative from CRR, the Central River Region, a 19-year-old lady with a burning passion for cultural dance. I am the resilient girl who dreams of becoming a lawyer in the near future. And if you ask me what my philosophy is, I will tell you that culture is the most effective tool we can use to safeguard our identity, beauty, dignity, integrity, nobility, humanity, and humility. Culture is defined as our knowledge, practice of language, customs, social habits, music, arts, norms and values unique to a particular group or individuals. Chairperson, I have a sentimental attachment to culture because it is the component of my society that influenced my life the most. I am going to specifically share my perspective on the rules, values, importance of the preservation of our culture. Respectfully, I urge everyone seated here today to remember the norms and values of your culture. Your kundas, your kabilos that you came from has developed you into being who you are today. I believe they are actual components of our culture that we can use to fight for us. For example, our values of respect for elders, our communal lifestyle of doing everything together, doing favors and wonders for each other because of humanity's sake, owning each other's achievements, celebrating each other. Thus, I'd say my culture is not even as a Mandinka or a Wolof or a Fula or a Jola, but my culture as a Gambian is love, compassion, joy, tolerance, dignity, and honor. Nabanko Yuruandi, Gambia, Nabanko Yuruanye. Aissatou Doucouré, Fatou Ba, Mariama J. Jallo, Penda Simaha, Susan Sambu, Fatoumata Betts, Mariama Jallo, Yande Jain, Mariama Njai, Glorious H. Njai, Hadi Saho, Ami Keita, and Aji Fatou Kuyate. And now, we want to shake this place a little bit. It has been long speeches, and we've seen fantastic performances from the beautiful contestants, the 14 beautiful contestants.
Wow. Bagay. Delek Borne. Wow. Bagay. Man tapanda, man may botambar. Rakabisa patola, man may tawalban. Rakabisa balla, 360 rifle. Sama jigen oitul, niga seke, digo rekit, mo tak masi. Nega limo kari baca, mo tak mawin, tak mawin. Butakalo, bulok. Tapandaro, rakabisa pinamajaral. Nama buga kahamine, rakabidi oke. Bogot. Mira, meta lah. Bogot. Matokora, tatokora, sambung menya sorode. Ajong ko makoto, konyindang anina ko bode.
Tomorrow they will start saying young people are having opportunity here and there. What nonsense! This country, the Gambia, is becoming unbecoming. And as it is right now, I am going to Babwe. Lamin is just in Italy. Every day he's sending money to the mother. Usman is now coming to marry the second wife. Here I have a young boy married to. This is crazy. And I don't have time for this nonsense now. I am going to Babwe.
Wait a second.
Hello, my darling.
Hold on. Wait a second and digest the words that are coming out of you. Did I just hear you talk about Babwe?
Of course, yes. You are not there.
Are you insane? As young as you are. My husband, this is our motherland, the Gambia. And I believe that youth can make it in our motherland.
Wow.
We need not to go to a foreign country in search of a greener pasture.
Really?
Of course, society made me believe that this is our tradition and culture, and we have to abide by it.
See who is making mouth, a pregnant woman. My wife, be careful. See your stomach. I don't have time for this nonsense. Where it is right now, I need to make sure you are 100% okay. Look at you. Do you eat in the morning? Where you are making mouth, blah, 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 blah. Go down. Nonsense.
dreams. I imagined, I cried in my own bedroom, but no one never rescued me. They see me, they recommended me, and they signed me as disabled. We are a part of a society, and everyone is disabled in one way or the other. Maybe I may not be able to walk, but the first time I sit in my room, I thought of doing something great. I may not be good at sending files, but the first thought that came into my mind was to work with AfriCell. At least I wouldn't be able to walk, but I can be able to answer calls from the customer care.
And even though we don't look good at all, West Coast in my sideline. Yes, it's true that we don't have it all. Why then body fighter? Yes, we stand twice as tall when we fall. Lolo soon you silent, but the poverty rate on your tongue. Merely poverty soon you island. No education, too low, still to speak more to highlight. Such a test to make your parents meet you. High transportation, no facilities. Everything is costly, even death and bandages. Tell me, do you see the tears in my eyes? To the government, my place, poverty we can erase. If you got it, gotta chase. That's why I keep on fighting this case. Yeah. Tell me, do you see the tears in my eyes? To the government we cry. Try and get through on your side. Redeem our pride. And even though we don't look good at all, West Coast in my sideline. Yes, it's true that we don't have it all. Why then body fighter? Yes, we stand twice as tall when we fall. Lolo soon you style, but the poverty rate on your tongue. When the poverty soon you island. Thank you. Thank you so much for always listening to me.
The flag, the coat, the arm, the shield, the black, the goat, the woman on the battlefield. What a bucket, tanghal kham ganan. Jamu koket, dohi kat, what Marco dan. Ours is no land of myth and magic, but now we be the Merlin, and the destiny of this land is resting on his hands, so use your thumb wisely. Our education system needs to be programmed. It's our turn to write the next page, to mount the next stage. Action! Ligay Jobna, Gambia Mona Bopam. Your sister Nyanma solution, Bulma Nyan Gran. Your bro Jama skills, cause Taluma's a shredded arms. Where you're capable to be a superhero, not the next victim. The hostel is the labor room. Everybody, let's go!
We are the land that still bears the mark of oppression. We are the people who lived and made it to depression, striving and working and praying now to an era of expression. But this country, all that is within our possession. We own our votes, we go to polls, we choose who for the post. We are the people and the power and the pride and the price of greatness. We each have contributed to making the Gambia. The Tengana man, the ferry collector, the boutique poles, Jenijais, Alcalo and Kanyanese. We are the smiling cause, not just we smile, but that is smile no matter what. We are the red, white, blue and green colors, the scorpion in the games, the homeland of the Linger and Gem, Punta Kinte, Karaba Jawara, Solo Sanin, Deida Haidara. We are a people of value and virtues, a country that will never again surrender to slavery. Alas, gone were the days when we were silenced by the gods and threatened with the loss. We are the calling under the chains. We are the looking from behind the bars. Look at us. I mean, really, have you traveled a river and land and seen our diversity? Have you experienced our Christmas or celebrated our Tobaski or attended our Gamu? Warabara and Gente Santakas, Manyo Bitoni Bamuto. We are unity in manifestation, humanity in action and love in deed. We are of homes of Okayatibot friends and foes, neighbors and strangers. We are of Kiyankas and Badibunkas, Jolas and Seros, Jaites and Drames, Kuyates and Ketas, Sanawya and Inyoyaya. We are the people who will serve our only chicken to our guests and spread our ladders to attire for them. We know how to love. We know how to welcome and embrace. We are beautiful people, Mullah from the Niles of Lebanon and Lupin. Dance and sing together as Muslim and Christian kids. As one people, taught to respect, expect to excel, not just to survive structures of struggles. See, we are families of dignity and honor. Jom Akungwab, Natapalapa, the little we have keep us smiling. That everybody brought us with our hearts. For the Gambia is one battle for Gambia.
liberty. I promise to serve this community first. This is my song for liberty, for the Gambia ever true. The Banco Gambia for foul. The Banco Gambia for foul. The Banco
Gambia, 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 alungana alumuta.
Jawala ningwalo, jawala ba. Jawala ningwalo, jawala ba. Jawala ningwalo, jawala ba. Jawala ningwalo, jawala ba. Jawala ningwalo, jawala ba.
Contestant number 12, Contestant number 7. We have 3 more spots to go. On the 3rd spot, Miss Susan Sambu, contestant number 6. 2 more spots to go. On the 4th spot, and by the way, this is not according to any order, so it doesn't mean that number 1 is more points or anything, just making that clear. Number 4, Glorious H. Contestant number 11. And that leaves just 1 spot. And the person stealing the final spot tonight is contestant number 8, Mariama Jal. Can we please have a round of applause to the remaining queens?
Any kind of journey we may have during the day. Orphans like these two, and they are more important to any human being. And if you ask me why, I'd say it's because society has decided or chosen to turn a blind eye to these vulnerable kids. They need our support. They need us to be their guidance. They need us to be a pillar. They need us to stand for them. So this is why society, relevant stakeholders, the government itself has turned a blind eye on these kids. This is why. Thank you.
Thank you, Susan.
Good morning, everybody. The next question will go to Fatima Tibet. Please come forward. And my question to you is, what are the major challenges of youth empowerment, and can you outline, if possible, please, some of the solutions?
I think the major challenge of youth empowerment is society. Society do not always support young people in their desires and their passion. And this hurts because it is suffocating when you can't do one thing just because you don't have the support from the most important people in your life. And we can change this by showing society that young people are competent and capable to make their own decisions and follow their dreams. Thank you.
The stigma and discrimination. And the $1 million question on how to address this issue is collaborating with stakeholders to raise massive awareness on cleft lip and palate so families and society can know that children with cleft conditions are human just like you and I, and it can successfully be repaired for free of charge. Thank you.
Thank you. The positive impact I'll have on them. I remember 3 weeks ago I visited an orphanage in my region, and that made me realize that I was privileged enough to not only come from a family where I have my parents with me, supporting me, but also having quality education. So as a beauty queen, I would encourage them, I would support them in any way that I can to help them build their self-esteem and also achieve their dreams, because I believe that all those children out there, they're amazing children with great dreams. Thank you.
Is lack of resistance to change. Most of the things that are taught in school are really irrelevant in today's society. If I am to ask everyone here how many people are wearing a wristwatch, it would probably be non-existent, because they already have a phone that will be able to tell them what time it is. They don't need to wear it to tell them what time it is. Therefore, why should children be taught curriculums that are not relevant to them, that cannot be applied in real life situations? And the solution for this is to invent programs like STEM. STEM is an acronym for science, technology, engineering, and math. It is an interdisciplinary approach that enhances 21st century skills. The second problem is that there is no digitalization of education. We have over 3,165 schools in the Gambia, and more than half of our students are not digitally literate. That is because we are not embracing technology. And the world is moving, and it's moving very rapidly. Technology makes the world go round. It is rather unfortunate that our children are not exposed to this stuff. And the solution for that is that policymakers should make it a law that every child learns a skill. There should be computers in every classroom, in every school, be it public or private. The third problem is there is a low budget on education in the education sector. The government should increase their budget in the education sector. There are poor facilities, poor toilet facilities, poor infrastructure. During my school outreaches, I went to North Bank region, and you wouldn't believe what I saw. I felt disdained when I saw that they were learning in corrugated classrooms. This is very unfortunate. They wouldn't be able to unleash their creative potentials in such an environment. Therefore, the government should increase their budget on education. Thank you very much.
Now we have more coming also from where? Now we have another set of gifts from Ideas Fashion Institute, Ida Saint Conte. Please give them a round of applause, please.
Glorious H.
Glorious Njai, please step forward.
Mariama Jallo.
Mariama Jallo alias Bobo.
And the last spot on the top 3 goes to Hadi Saho.
Hadi Saho. Hadi Saho, Mariama Bobo Jallo, and Glorious Njai. Please give them a round of applause.
Queen was the most engaging with the crowd. The judges, the entire jury panel just accepted it immediately. We loved her, and it goes to no other than contestant number 12, Hadi Saho. Can we please have a round of applause? Queen blew us all away with her exceptional moves, and it goes to no other than Hadi. She was Hadi Blitz. Fatima the Bets, I'm so sorry, Fatima the Bets. Miss Elegance goes to Glorious H.
Okay, moving on quickly. Goes to Hadisao. Congrats.
The following award is for the People's Choice, and this award is about online voting, and the queen who got the most votes is Queen Mariama Jallow. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now gone to the serious part of the night. We are about to crown the first runner-up, the second runner-up, and Miss Gambia 2022. Are you ready?
The co-Minister of Education, talk less of the First Lady. I am honored to be announcing the second runner-up of Miss Gambia 2022, and the Honorable Minister of Education would be doing the crowning, and the winner is Mariama Jallow.
Miss Mariama Jallow, please give her a round of applause, please.
Miss Mariama will be crowned by the Honorable Minister of Education. They'll give you the crown. That's on the crown. That's on the crown. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Miss Mariama Jallow, second runner-up, Miss Gambia 2022. Please give her one more round of applause, please. She deserves all that support.
Congrats. Congratulations. Runner-up goes to Hadisao.
First runner-up, Miss Hadisao.
That means Miss Gambia 2022, ready to be crowned by Her Excellency the First Lady of the Gambia, is Glorious H. Ladies
and gentlemen, Glorious is the winner of Miss Gambia 2022, and she will be crowned by Her Excellency Republic of the Gambia, Madam Fatoumata Barrow. She is rolling down. Where are the fans of Glory? Once more.
Thank you, darling. Darling, thank you.
Miss Glorious is the winner of Miss Gambia 2022. by our chief guest of honor and proud mother of this great nation, Her Excellency Madam Fatoumata Barbaro. We are so grateful for your time to attend this important event after a long night. Thank you so much, Madam First Lady. Of course, a consolation to all the contestants from Her Excellency the First Lady. Please smile. You are all winners at the end of the day. You have defied all odds, win in all your regions, and had the audacity to compete in this important competition. And that is a consolation hug from Her Excellency the First Lady and the mother of the nation.
Yeah.